we're back. I want to say like good night, guys, but then that seems weird because it basically means that it's the end of the video, but it's just the beginning. Anyway, today's video, we are gonna be doing a studying video. You guys always request these from me, and yeah, it's one of my favorite topics to talk about. This week, I'm gonna take you guys along my test-taking routine. What I do to prepare for a test, some of my test-taking strategies. Today is Monday, and my midterm for motor control is on Thursday. We're just gonna try to get through this and be as productive as possible, but I do want to try to go to bed early. Every single test requires a different amount of time to prepare for. Sometimes you just gotta make it happen. Let me show you my plan. You guys know I love these knock-knock pads. This is basically how I organize my week and plan everything out in advance. I study for my test in two different parts. Part one is consisting of making a study guide and going back through all of my notes, and then part two of the test, actually going through the information. I pull out my whiteboard and I start drawing out pathways. I'll take practice tests if I have those available. I'll look up extra videos online if I'm struggling with a certain concept. Today, we're going on part one, but it's part one of part one. I don't actually know how many lectures I have to go through. It's time to set up. I use this brand of felt tip pens. It's called Stabilo. I think I just butchered that, but I tried. Recently, I invested in these wonderful pastel highlighters, and I got 6 colors, which is a little bit excessive. This is what we're making. This is my midterm 1 note card. If you want to really maximize your efficiency, the fastest way to do this is to take your pencil, which I don't know why I have, none of these have erasers on it. See, this side of the information is simply pencil and highlighter, where I'm highlighting the important topics and still sectioning things off. You're basically saving a bunch of time this way because you're not switching between a bajillion fancy colors. But then, for example, over here we have this whole diagram that really constitutes the usage of lots of different colors. That's like the easiest way for me to be able to draw out the pathway and visually understand that. Do whatever floats your boat, but I just told you the pros and cons of each side. We are pulling up some John Mayer playlist. Boom. I don't want to get copyrighted. John Mayer's going on one tab, and then I'm gonna open up my notes. I got the setup ready to go. Here's the full view. I've got the tools here, the notes here, combination of the lecture slides and the actual notes that I take in class, and combining them onto a nice document. And I usually, during the process, am not trying to simply copy the stuff. I'm trying to reorganize it to the best of my ability. Some material is easier to do this than other material, but that's actually a way to help process the information. This is gonna be a little bit of a time-lapse period. I highly encourage you to pull up your own homework and we can study and do this together. Forgot one of the most important things. I do have a ruler, and I use it as a straight edge, and it's really helpful. Here we are. I cannot even tell you how excited I am to use these highlighters. I'm really testing them out. Oh my god, she's beautiful. Each week of lectures is like 75 slides. That's a lot. Cue the John Mayer, cue the time lapse. I'll come back to you at a little break point and tell you guys how I'm doing.
Say you wanna be somebody, sick of being told what to do. Say you got a way out, we could buy a big house for 2. We could be on the news. Starlight, see through the haze. My hand is shades, we're far from grace.
Just laid on Kiara's bed for approximately 30 minutes in silence. This is because I told Taylor you need to have an hour off after you take a test, and she just took her physics test. I finished an entire week's worth of lecture notes. Feeling like we're gonna get through 2 weeks of lecture notes, which I'm really excited about. So I'm gonna get a snack. The key to studying for me, honestly, is to work in like a very focused environment, and then I self-reward and like give myself a little bit of a break. I'm gonna get my food. I'll see you in a sec. The soup has been acquired. I'm moving my study guide. This is the Mama Leon soup from Market of Choice. If you haven't had it, go get it. It's hearty, it's flavorful, it's amazing. All right, I'm gonna set a timer. 12 minutes, break time begins. So, small change of plans. We are going to Dairy Queen. We're gonna go pick Katie up from Allen. And now I really have to get through another week of notes since I'm disrupting my studying, but you know, it's worth it because this is part of my motivation. And plus I need to walk around. I've been in my room like all day. Kiara's the queen of driving herself. I'm just like, that's how I keep myself disciplined, is by self-rewarding. I know what I want. I know what I need to work for what I want. And then you get it done. Heated seats, boom, and boom. A little bit of tunes for us.
I have a problem. I said I'd buy you Dairy Queen, but I don't have my wallet. So I'll Venmo you for your Dairy Queen.
Okay, well, good thing I brought my wallet.
Because it's not in my normal backpack like usual. You see the girl who commented on your Instagram and says, I don't really like Katie Mack?
No.
I commented back and I was like, well, I like you.
Oh my god.
Can I have a mini chocolate brownie extreme?
And then a mini chocolate brownie extreme and a small double fudge cookie dough. Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you!
This guy is gonna think we're so weird. We're gonna be known as the weird Dairy Queen.
I think they know me. I feel like I know all the workers.
Put your seatbelt on.
What am I?
Alright. Perfect. Thank you so much. This is yours. I think this is mine. Alright, I thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update. I just finished all of my notes for week 1 and week 2, which I'm really excited about. It's 10:40 right now. I think I'm going to get ready for bed, and then by the time I'm actually in bed, it's going to be 11 anyway, so I might as well go to bed early, which is what I wanted to do. But yeah, that's all for tonight. I will talk to you guys tomorrow when we're back taking notes. Hello guys. It is currently 12:12, I guess in the morning of Wednesday. I just got out of the shower after working out and going to my philanthropy event for my sorority. Today's studying is getting started a little bit late, and obviously I should probably go to bed because I have an 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. However, I would really love to get a little bit farther on my notes. The good news is that today in class all we did was review, so I really have no week 8 stuff, and I honestly only have to take notes on 1 more week. I'm gonna see how far I can get. Let's see how much we can get done. I reached the halfway point. I'm happy. I am now going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For now, we sleep. Here we are in the Chi Omega study room.
Get your highlighter.
Step 1, get highlighter. Step 2, get some Smarties.
Stay hydrated always.
Always. Now we've reached stage 2 of studying, which is group studying.
This is the definition of a failure. I like crouch across.
Oh my god. Mine just have a lot of colors. It's very
I'm more of a Let me try to.
I know you guys have pages. You look so smart though, like flipping through. I'm just like
a little bit prettier.
Oh, that's nice. I like the diagram. Very nice execution.
Kiara, how many milliseconds take your vision to correct?
150 milliseconds. Boom. Good morning. Today is test day. I thought I would show you guys my actual routine. It gets very routine-y here in the morning. I used to have tests more in the morning. I don't have my test till 2 and it's 9:39. I allowed myself to sleep until 8:30 because I had a terrible night's sleep. I was like up in the middle of the night. As much as you want your pre-testing situation to be so perfect, it's just not like that sometimes. You have to deal with it and not let that be either A, an excuse, or B, a limitation. We're bouncing back. We made coffee. But my typical morning routine on test days starts with me reading over my note card. Filmed a little bit of a clip yesterday. I'm sorry I didn't film that much, but I was so busy yesterday doing stuff for my sorority that I just had like that little moment where I was studying with some of the girls who were in my class, and I finished my note card. A lot of times on test days, I won't actually drink coffee because sometimes it'll make me like super jittery and nervous. I will have caffeinated tea, so I'll do like English breakfast or chai. After I read through my notes, that's when I pull out my handy dandy whiteboard and I start drawing things. Also in the morning, like if I've exhausted all my studying, I start YouTubing videos. This is really helpful if you're in like a bio or a chem or anatomy and physiology, any of those popular classes. So I wanted to give you guys another pro tip that really helps me with my studying and memorizing things and actually ingraining them into my brain. For example, I drew on this whiteboard the connection between reaching using the dorsal stream and grasping using the ventral stream. This is something that I totally would forget or get confused about on the test. So what I do oftentimes is create, I'm blanking on the word right now of what it's called, the little saying that helps you remember it, and you have to make it personal to you. So I wrote Rachel decorates her green Volkswagen, and that helps me correlate the R to the D, so reaching to the dorsal stream, and then green Volkswagen is grasping to the ventral stream. Basically how I remember a lot of my stuff. I come up with weird ones. The weirder the better, honestly. Good news is that I finished reading through everything. I wanted to talk to you guys about 2 more test taking tips. I'm not just like do. I'm actually turning the facts into a multiple choice question format. When I'm reading through a fact, I'm trying to like picture it in how the teacher would frame the question and how I would be able to discern the answer. I finished getting ready for the day. I was listening to my study pump up playlist. I'm super into having a bomb attitude when going into the test, and so I made a little encouraging vibe playlist. I'll link it down below if you guys want to listen to it. I just got ready because I'm going to a photo shoot after my test, hence the, you know, full face. Hello. Do I have a bump in it?
No, you just have like
one little piece.
One piece that's sticking straight
Oh my
up.
God.
I kind of really like it.
I'm gonna pack up for the test because it's gonna sneak up on me. I think I'm gonna eat lunch. I had avocado toast, but I want more brain fuel. I need to make sure I have gum. Have you guys heard of that study where if you chew the same flavor gum while you're studying and then take it, all the tests, it's supposed to help you? I low-key do that. I don't know if it works or not, but it's part of my tradition in my routine, so now I can't break it. Probably talk to you guys when I'm done with the test, and I'll let you know how I think it went. 1:07, we're gonna leave in like 30 minutes. I'm gonna eat. I'll see you guys after the test. I just finished my test, and it went pretty well. There was definitely like a couple questions that I missed, but I mean, that literally happens every single test. For the most part, I feel like it was to be expected. Now I'm free, so yeah, I'm gonna go home. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna go take some pictures for my Instagram, so if you're not already following me on there, I post a bunch of study inspiration or whatever I'm doing in school on my Instagram stories too. It's just at kiaramadisen. Be sure to comment down below what your study strategy is. I want to learn something from you guys. I think we can all help each other out. School is hard enough as it is. You can't beat yourself up if you're trying your best. Talk to you guys later.
Don't you know I'm way too weak to swim? Can't you feel the waves come crashing in? Running out of safety nets, 'cause every